Chapter 8, Front Derailleur High Limit Screw. Just like with the rear derailleur, the front has two limit screws. Let's start by looking at the high limit screw. We will discuss here the best gears to be in to observe the high limit screw setting, identifying the high limit screw, and then how to adjust the high limit screw. In preparation for adjusting my high limit screw on the front derailleur, that is how far the derailleur can move outward in the direction of the high gear or big chain ring, I'm once again going to put my chain in the outer combination. This is my high limit screw, and the high limit screw controls the extent to which the derailleur cage can move in the direction outward toward the high gear. Now, right now I have no idea if the limit screw is adjusted correctly or not, but if I try to shift the bike, I'll soon find out. As a reminder, we test limit screws by pulling on cable. So I have my hand on the front derailleur cable, and I'm going to pedal the bike and pull on the cable, see if the derailleur moves out far enough to make the shift, but possibly too far. We'll find out. Okay, there's our first problem. Obviously, the derailleur moved out far enough to put the chain on the big chain ring, but overshifted and shot it off the big chain ring. So my high limit screw is set incorrectly and is allowing the derailleur cage to move too far outward. So let's adjust the high limit screw. Now I'm going to pull the chain up onto the big chain ring. I already know that if I pull the chain any harder, it'll go too far. So I'm going to turn the high limit screw in and try to get a sense of about where it should be so that the chain will not overshift. It's got to come in a little bit further. Let's try that. Let's see that. Yeah, it's going a little too far. It's trying to pop it off the chain ring. I think I've almost got it. Let's see, about there. Maybe a little too far. Still trying to go just a hair too far. All right, there we've got it. Now see what's happening here. The tip here of the derailleur is pushing the chain up. When I pull on the cable, boom, 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 boom. Now, as I let the cable go, of course, the derailleur moves back in. That's a different adjustment. But right now, I'm happy that the chain cannot overshift. If I can't overshift the chain by pulling on the cable with my hand, I'm not going to be able to do it with a shifter either. If my high limit screw is too restrictive, then when I pull on the cable, the derailleur is not moving out far enough to make the shift. So I'm going to loosen the high limit screw. Quarter turns are good increments to play with here. All right, now it's got the chain up onto the big chain ring, but you hear that it's rubbing, so I've got to allow it to move out just a little bit farther. Let's try another quarter of a turn. Maybe another quarter. As I say, quarter turn increments are good quantities for derailleur adjustments. A little bit more. Now my chain is quiet on the big chain ring, and it's quiet. My high limit screw will be set correctly when the inner plate can move the chain up onto the big chain ring but not go too far with it, but at the same time the tip of the outer plate does not rub on the chain.